Have you ever felt like your mind was spinning endlessly? There are even times when you get carried away by your thoughts and don't know what you are doing. Every time you try to concentrate, you find yourself drifting into a vast sea of thoughts and lost in conversations with yourself. If these lines of thought are familiar to you, then this video is exactly the answer you are looking for. Most of us are constantly caught up in never-ending streams of thoughts. Makes us forget how to act and find solutions to our problems. But don't worry, today we will face this challenge together. In today's video, join us in 10 Stoic Strategies, the keys to help you open the door back to the world of awareness and action. These are the deep secrets that help you say goodbye to unnecessary concerns and open the door to mindfulness and action. Join us on this journey where you will learn to observe, evaluate, and change the way you think. This is not only a journey of self-discovery, but also a roadmap towards inner peace and steadfastness. Be prepared to change, so that with each passing day, you will become stronger and clearer. Don't miss this exciting journey. Join me in lesson number 1 in the journey to discover the power of calmness and inner peace. Number 1, embrace impermanence and practice letting go. Imagine that you are standing on the shore of the sea of life, with the vast and ever-changing ocean in front of you, never calm. This imagery represents the essence of Stoic philosophy, an ancient philosophical school with profound insights. The Stoics captured the transience and constant change of everything in life. Ancient Stoic philosophers show us that life is like endless waves, constantly rising and falling. All joys and sorrows, wealth and loss, can change over time. This means that we cannot fully control life and cannot avoid change. When you learn to let go, you are truly freeing yourself from the constraints of control and possession. This is not just a lesson, but a strong decision to become someone who understands life and faces every challenge courageously. When you no longer have the tension of trying to control every aspect of life, you begin to merge with the natural flow of life. You realize that all changes are part of the journey, part of life, and when you face every challenge with calmness and patience, you demonstrate the strength of yourself. You are no longer caught in the futile race to control everything. Instead, you know how to enjoy every moment without being overly attached to it. Imagine facing job loss in difficult economic times, but when you remember that life has many aspects beyond work, you start to wonder if job loss is worth worrying about too much. You start to think that your life is not just about work. You have family, friends, hobbies, and other personal goals. All of these are valuable and should not be overshadowed by work-related concerns. By recognizing the impermanence of life, you will feel less pressure and focus on finding a solution to your problem more calmly. Remember that life is a short journey. By practicing change and letting go, you have the opportunity to experience every moment more fully and deeply. This helps you stop overthinking and find inner peace amidst the ever-changing life. Comment, embrace impermanence and practice letting go if you agree. Number 2, create a worry period. In this world, we often find ourselves burdened by unnecessary thoughts and futile worries. Therefore, creating a space for worry is a gateway to tranquility in life. However, Stoic philosophy has taught us how to manage our minds and confront these thoughts. When you set aside a specific time in your day to confront your worries, you're not only creating conditions for them to easily dissipate, but also focusing on control. One effective way to prevent excessive thinking, as per Stoic philosophy, is by setting aside a specific time in your day to address worries and negative thoughts. This can be applied to your daily life, and here are 4 ways you can do that. First is define a time. Choose a fixed time of day, for example, every morning or before bedtime, to create a space for worry. This helps you concentrate worry into a specific time and not let it dominate your entire day. Second is record worries. During this time, pay attention to recording your worrisome thoughts. Write them down on paper or use note-taking apps on your phone. This helps clear your mind and place these thoughts in a separate space. Third is review and resolve. After recording your worried thoughts, objectively review them. Try to evaluate whether these worries need immediate attention or not. If there are specific issues that can be resolved, you can plan to address them later. Fourth is end and release. When the time for worry ends, set a goal to release your mind from those worries. Take deep breaths and focus on the present, becoming aware of your presence. Are you someone who often worries about your finances? When you look at your account or think about debts, stress clings to you. In fact, this worry even appears during relaxing moments with your family on the weekends. However, to confront this situation, learn to create a specific time to address these worries. Every evening, allocate time to review your financial situation and resolve issues. Afterward, you can enjoy time with your family without the burden of worry. This will help you live a more harmonious and enjoyable life. Creating a period of anxiety is a smart and effective strategy for applying Stoic philosophy to your daily life. This not only helps you prevent excessive thinking, but also brings many other benefits: controlling your mind, clarifying worries, and creating balance in life. Before we move on to step 3, let's delve into Luke's story. Someone who was worried about an important presentation in front of a large audience. Excessive thinking about this made Luke feel stressed and fearful. However, by applying an important principle, Luke realized that worrying thoughts were not a part of himself. Luke began to control them. He imagined that he was talking to these worrying thoughts and asked them to leave his mind. By doing so, Luke created distance and felt more confident approaching his presentation. You must be wondering how Luke could confidently deliver the presentation in front of a large audience, right? The answer lies in the next step. Number 3. Visualize your overthinking as an external force. Before the swirling whirlpool of overthinking engulfs you, imagine it's not a part of you. Instead, it's an external entity, a force you can observe and identify. By doing so, you create a distance between yourself and these thoughts. You are no longer drawn into the vortex of negative thinking. Instead, you become the one in control. Imagining confronting an external force also helps you realize that you have the ability to conquer it. You can face excessive thoughts and control them rather than letting them dominate your life. This implies that you have a choice and the power of control. In this process, you see yourself as a warrior facing an opponent. You know that to win, you need to use your knowledge and skills. Through this, you become more confident in dealing with overthinking and do not feel overwhelmed. Additionally, this technique helps alleviate pressure on yourself. Instead of self-evaluating based on unnecessary thoughts, You learn to view those thoughts from a more objective perspective. You make wiser decisions on how to handle them. Remember that life has many facets, and overthinking is just a small part. By picturing it as an external force, you can focus on the positive and interesting aspects of your life. Comment, "I'm ready to apply this principle," and you will experience a positive change in how you deal with overthinking. Number 4. Reflect on the transience of life. We are all advised that living a temporary life is not worth living, and we often seek stability and completeness. However, Stoic philosophy presents a completely opposite perspective, contemplating the transient nature of life. This may seem contradictory, but the fact is, when we look at the fleeting and ephemeral nature of life, we can find richness and meaning in every moment. As Seneca once wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." This reminder makes us realize that we often waste a lot of time on unnecessary thoughts and worry about trivial matters. Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on what's important, live a meaningful life, and understand that everything is temporary. Furthermore, reflecting on the transience of life promotes a positive mindset. Instead of getting caught up in negativity or unworthy complications, we learn to see every experience as part of the journey. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, and every success is a reason to be grateful. We learn to enjoy every moment and extract happiness from every form of life. Finally, contemplating the transience of life helps us gain a higher perspective. We realize that small, petty problems are not worth excessive worry. But don't misunderstand me. It's not about turning away from difficulties. It's the understanding that life is too short to spend too much time and energy on trivial matters. For example, you may worry about losing your job, but when you remember that life has many aspects beyond work, you wonder whether this worry is unnecessary. Recognizing the transience of life, you will feel less pressure and focus on finding a calm solution to the problem. Life is a series of precious moments. Enjoying each moment is a way to express gratitude for this life. We learn to eliminate anxiety about the future by focusing on the present and practicing positive thinking. We realize that the fleeting nature of life can help us see life from a higher perspective. And small, petty problems do not rob us of happiness. Number 5. Shift your perspective to gratitude. Imagine a world where we not only see the challenges and difficulties, but also appreciate the positive and valuable aspects of life. That is the power of gratitude. It's a skill that Stoic philosophy has passed down through centuries. Today, we have the opportunity to explore it and apply it to our daily lives. Gratitude is not just about counting what we have, but also valuing and thanking them. We not only see the positives, but also the beautiful aspects of life. No matter how small, that can bring profound transformations. To make this change, start by cultivating gratitude in 3 ways. First, create a gratitude list. Make a list of positive things in your life. Examples include health, family, friends, work, or anything that brings happiness and meaning. Review this list when you feel pressured and remind yourself of the precious things. Second, understand that everything can be lost. Nothing is eternal. Think about the impermanence of everything and appreciate the present moments. Examples include changes in work, relationships, and social interactions. This helps you avoid stress and anxiety about change. Third, practice daily gratitude. Focus on daily gratitude. Every morning or evening, take some time to think about what you're grateful for and express your thanks. Examples include enjoyable meetings, small achievements, or exciting experiences. This creates a positive mood and helps you feel more satisfied. So, when we learn to focus on gratitude, we are building a foundation for a meaningful and happy life. As Seneca once said, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Let gratitude be your powerful guide to prevent overthinking and find joy in the present. How about you? Have you practiced gratitude in your life? Share your story in the comments below. We're eager to hear your story. We want to express our gratitude and congratulations for reaching the halfway point of today's video. Your presence here shows that you are fully prepared for this journey. Now, shift your focus to the remaining 5 principles in stopping overthinking as you continue to improve yourself. Number 6. Practice voluntary discomfort. When it comes to discomfort, what do you think of? It's perhaps those challenging moments when life presents us with trials to face. However, in Stoic philosophy, discomfort is not something to avoid, but an opportunity to develop a strong spirit and seek progress. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the important principle of willingly facing difficulties and inconveniences in daily life. This highlights the significance of voluntarily seeking challenges and being ready to confront challenging situations. The main objectives of this principle are building mental strength. When you actively create difficult situations, you are training your mind to handle larger challenges. This helps you develop resilience and patience, enabling you to cope better with a tough life and not easily accept failure. Mindful adaptability. Through voluntarily facing difficulties, you learn to accept and adapt to change and uncertainty in life. You become more flexible and less dependent on ideal conditions. Additionally, you face excessive thoughts calmly and patiently. For example, practicing voluntary hardship can include voluntarily limiting excess consumption, engaging in activities or sports you don't like, or facing fear and anxiety passively. These voluntary actions not only help you develop mental strength, but also enable you to adapt and become more flexible in daily life. Practicing voluntary hardship will prepare you to be ready to face all aspects of life and think excessively more effectively. As Marcus Aurelius once contemplated in his book, Meditations, the art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Life is not always smooth, but often full of challenges and difficulties. So, are you ready to apply this principle as a guide in your journey? Leave a comment, encourage me, and you may find yourself growing stronger every day when facing life's challenges. Number 7. Take control by refocusing your energy. Imagine a situation where you are driving on a mountain road with challenging curves. Your car continues to climb up the hill. Although you have checked the car before the journey, you feel a sense of unease. Emotions of tension start to surround your mind. You can imagine that there might be an accident or the car could break down in the middle of the mountain road, thinking about the potential consequences that make you anxious. You begin to wonder, have I prepared well enough for this? Can I handle a sudden emergency situation? These sentences show that you are immersed in a state of emotional insecurity and worry. When you find yourself entangled in the web of overthinking, It means your mind is focusing on things beyond your control. Stoic philosophers believe that we should only concern ourselves with what is within our control, known as the Stoic circle of control. Anything outside this circle should not be the focus of our attention or concern. To implement this Stoic principle, start by recognizing when you are overthinking or ruminating about issues beyond your control. Once identified, redirect your thoughts and actions towards something else. It could be engaging in tasks aligned with your values, pursuing a hobby, or simply immersing yourself in work that demands your focus. By refocusing your energy on what you can control, you not only break the cycle of overthinking, but also regain a sense of agency in your life. This helps direct your mindset towards actions that lead to personal growth and positive outcomes. Remember that while you may not control external situations, you can control how you react to them. This perspective, supported by Stoic philosophy, can be a powerful tool to overcome overthinking and find serenity and peace in the present moment. Number 8. Seek wisdom from outside yourself. Do you always seek wisdom from within yourself, right? But there is a necessary change that Stoic philosophy always encourages us to pursue. That is to seek wisdom from outside ourselves. We often catch up with the knowledge we have accumulated and choose to apply principles from books and personal thoughts. However, true wisdom is diverse when we broaden our horizons, when we dare to look beyond and learn from others. Seeking wisdom from outside ourselves is a meaningful action on our journey in Stoic philosophy. We can seek wisdom from great Stoic philosophers who came before us, learn from their books and lectures. But learning also comes from studying the experiences of others, from conversations with friends, from meeting and sharing with those around us. I will tell you a story about a friend of mine who successfully applied this lesson. That's Alex, like many other young people facing work and personal life pressures. Alex decided to join a Stoic philosophy discussion group and seek wisdom from his close friend. That's Emily, someone with a lot of experience in life management. Thanks to learning from others, Alex found a more effective way to manage pressure and create balance in his life. This reflects Alex's insight and personal development through seeking wisdom from outside himself. Wisdom also arises from diversity. Sometimes insight comes from opening our hearts and listening to different perspectives from people with different cultures and religions. This is how we expand our horizons and discover new aspects of life. Remember that wisdom not only exists in books and common knowledge, but also in stories and personal experiences. It's an endless journey. By seeking wisdom from outside, we have the opportunity to see insight and grow every day. Like the video if you agree to seek wisdom from outside yourself. Number 9. Focus on effort, not outcome. Life often presents us with many challenges and goals that we must face every day. We make plans, predict outcomes, and hope that everything will go as we desire. However, not always do we follow our plans, and the results are not always as we expect. According to Stoic philosophy, worry and stress in life stem from our excessive focus on the ultimate outcome. However, you need to realize that you can control how you perform a task, but you cannot control the final result. Instead of worrying about the outcome, focus on how you're doing the work and the effort you're putting into it. Focusing on effort will help you reduce the feeling of pressure and anxiety. You no longer have to worry about things beyond your control, and this helps you create a more relaxed mindset. If the results are not as expected, you can see it as an opportunity to learn. Stoic philosophy encourages viewing failures as part of the learning and development process. Furthermore, focusing on effort promotes effectiveness. You will do everything with a focused mind and not be distracted by worries about the outcome. By concentrating on what you are doing, you can enjoy the present moment. For example, when participating in a marathon race, instead of worrying about the final position, focus on maintaining effort and each step of the run. This helps you eliminate pressure and enjoy the process more. When you focus on daily effort rather than the final result, you can learn and develop skills without stress. This principle helps you create a comfortable mindset and enjoy every moment of life. Thus, the principle of focusing on effort rather than the result in Stoic philosophy not only helps reduce stress, but also brings enjoyment and meaning to every moment of life. This is an important aspect of living a worthwhile life and understanding the true value of effort and the present moment. Number 10. Break down overwhelming thoughts into actionable steps. Every day, our minds can become filled with thoughts about big challenges and complex aspects of life. We always wonder why we feel this way, and is there a way to stop overthinking? In the end, we will explore one of the precious principles of Stoic philosophy: break down overwhelming thoughts into actionable steps. This is a powerful tool to deal with overthinking and regain control of our minds. When life presents daunting challenges, Stoic philosophy encourages you to break them down into manageable actions. Imagine you're facing a big work project full of pressure. You feel overwhelmed thinking about the entire process. To apply Stoic philosophy, you can follow these steps. Step 1. Identify the difficult task. Start by clearly identifying the task or project that is causing overwhelm in your mind. Gain a deeper understanding of the situation. Step 2. List all specific actions. Begin listing all the specific tasks required to complete the project. This may include research, planning, data collection, communication with colleagues, and many other tasks. Step 3. Prioritize actions and start with the first step. Prioritize tasks in order of importance and decide to start with the first step: research and gathering basic information. Step 4. Focus on completing each step. Instead of worrying about all the tasks ahead, focus on optimizing the first step. Complete the research and gather information meticulously. Step 5. Repeat for each subsequent task. After completing the steps, continue applying the same process for each subsequent step. Each completed step is a small achievement, making you feel more confident and reducing pressure. By breaking down a large project into specific steps and focusing on each step one at a time, you not only cope better with pressure, but also make continuous progress towards the ultimate goal. This is how Stoic philosophy can be applied to daily life to help you face significant challenges. Together, we have explored 10 Stoic ways to stop overthinking and apply Stoic philosophy to daily life. In 10 Stoic ways to stop overthinking, what are the steps that you consider in your journey to prioritize in life? What stories do you think you will integrate into your life? Please share your thoughts, aspirations, and Stoic journey in the comments section. If you found this video useful and interesting, please like and share this video with your relatives and friends. Don't forget to leave your comments and questions below. We'd love to hear from you and we'll try to answer any questions. If you want to continue with us on the journey to discover Stoic philosophy and develop yourself, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos from us. The last words I want to send to you are: live according to the Stoic philosophy and make your life meaningful. Thank you for participating, and see you in the next videos.